Hey water signs, welcome back to my channel Vrie. I'm so happy to have you guys here. So today we're going to be doing a reading for water signs, Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio. Alright, so let's see my loves what's coming up for you. In case you guys don't know how to check out your zodiac signs, you can check out the description box below where I have mentioned all the details for the same. Also, I will try to speak in a lower tone because I just recorded like two other signs and I'm like really exhausted. My throat is exhausted from channeling so much for them. In case you have any other signs in your chart like air signs, earth signs or fire signs, you can check out the other videos as well. Okay, my loves, which will be below. Also, this is a general reading and this is a timeless reading. So whenever you watch this, this may apply with you. Also, do not try to make it fit if it's not your story. All right. This is a tarot reading and an oracle reading. So let's get into it. Let's see what's coming up for my beautiful water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and North Node. All right. Check out the description in case you don't know how to check that. All right. Or if you don't know your placements, basically, of your birth chart. So let's see. What's coming up for my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What's coming up for my surrender? Beautiful. Wow. I'm feeling crown chakra, so an expansion of your crown chakra. Yes, water signs. There's a lot of need to release your control over certain things right now, okay? Because I'm feeling that there was a lot of rigidity in a certain situation that you're coming out of, okay? And the rigidity caused you to become very rigid of certain situations, of certain people, of how it is that you want to move ahead in life. You know, this relationship or this specific person, they kind of made you doubt yourself, or they made you feel insecure in a way where you had to always try to control them, always try to tame them. Or this could be the other person who did this to you and you're finally surrendering that connection with this person. This could be a job, a person, a relationship, a friendship, whatever it may be, a love relationship, right? But you're finally learning that the more you try to control, the more things started getting out of hand, or the more this person started to, tame you or try to show you who's boss, or things just got out of control because you tried to control the situation, right? But the moment that you realize that, you have to leave the reins now because this is not up to you, it's that whatever that opportunity was that was going away from you is now being pulled towards you, okay? So suppose if you're meditating now, these days, right? You're surrendering to the old limiting beliefs that you held towards people. If you had this trait of like jealousy and envy and possessive energy, right? You're trying to let it go, you're trying to meditate, you're trying to go within. So the more you go within, the more you dealt with an unfair situation with someone, okay, that person or those people want to come back to you and want to apologize and want to, get your opinion on life, or just your guidance, or just your presence in their life, because they feel that you are on a much lighter frequency now, on a much lighter vibration. You're not that heavy anymore, you're not that controlling anymore, you're not trying to ask them where they are, you're not trying to control them. This could also be because of your own personal reasons, or this could be the other person who has surrendered the relationship because you were controlling them too much, right? So take it how it relates, my loves. But someone is finally learning the lesson of surrendering, okay, the releasing of control, because the only thing that control does is makes us delusional about the situation, because the more we think we have control, the more universe shocks us. Universe brings in towers and universe brings in certain changes, and boom, we are just right back on the ground again, and we have to work up all over again, right? Some people are lucky though, I'm sure, but I'm talking about like most of the people, right? So yeah, there's just this up and down, and I'm seeing you finally master the waveform of life. Like, you are finally understanding that, even in that ebb and flow, that you need to certainly release certain levels of control that you have over things, okay? Because the more you flow, Now I'm getting some like irritation in my throat as well. So yeah, some of you are definitely holding yourselves back when it comes to surrendering, okay? Because there's some hurt, some pain in trying to surrender to someone or surrender your own feelings to someone. It's very scary, or it's just not comfortable for you, okay? I just feel like whispering in your ear, like that, everything is gonna be okay, that I'm here for you. I'm rooting for you, my loves. I'm just right here, and if you have to share certain thing with someone and you're feeling like this person will not accept you for who you are, that's not the truth, okay? Whoever this person is, with the surrender card, at first I'm getting that this person loves you unconditionally, okay? So no matter what you share with this person, they're going to take it gracefully and they're going to accept you for who you are. Maybe you were traumatized in the past by someone who did not accept you for who you are, but that does not mean you get to judge the new person that deserves to know everything about you and that wants to know everything about you, yet you try to, elude them or try to escape from them. That's not right as well, okay? So this could be the other person doing this to you or you doing this to the other person. Just take it how it relates, okay, my loves? So let's see what's coming up. Honesty, yeah, the split of the deck, I see honesty, okay? Interesting. So surrendering to your own truth, surrendering to honesty within yourself, honesty about your feelings, about your vulnerabilities towards another person. If you feel like you are being pulled towards someone, there's a reason for that, okay? And respect that reason for yourself, if not for someone else. But don't lie to yourself about those feelings. Don't try to hide it just because you don't like to show it, and just because you don't want to seem that you have any feelings for them. Don't lie to yourself about it though, because that is the worst form of betrayal you can do to yourself. It's even worse than other people doing it to you, okay? So let's see, my loves. Let's see. And I'm also getting you have dealt with a lot of dishonest people in your life, water signs, and it has caused you to shut down. I understand, okay? I understand how hard it is for you guys to surrender in relationships because you have been through it. You have felt, you have given your all, you have invested everything within you, every drop of you. You have invested every drop of you within a relationship as a water sign. But what did you get in return? Right? At times you got lied to, you got cheated on, you got betrayed. I understand. But now is the time to release that control that you have over yourself because you have been through these things. Because the more you try to tame yourself because of those things that you have been through, the more you will limit yourself and put yourself in a box where a water can become dirty, diseased, stagnant, and that is not healthy, even for yourself or for anyone else, So let's see. How can my water signs release control here? What is going on? This is such a beautiful card to come out. This is like a crown chakra activation. So your connection with everything is growing. Your connection with people is growing. So there's a lot of telepathic communication. You could be feeling someone talking to you in your head, or you could be daydreaming about someone. You could be, you could have made a version of someone in your head, I'm getting, or you had an imaginary friend in your childhood. That's also what I'm picking up for some of you. Oh, that's adorable. So is that one of the things you want to share with this person, that I had an imaginary friend when I was a kid? Or something interesting, like you had your imaginary something, I'm hearing, okay? Imaginary friends, imaginary partners. Interesting. Okay, let's see. What else, my loves? Pride in reverse. I love that, okay? But I'm going to keep it upright. But it's in reverse, which is a good sign, okay? So the second card for you is Pride, which talks about, yes, this is about surrendering any form of negative energy that has held you back for a very long time, okay? And it could be that you have dealt with a lot of people that placed a lot of pride in how much you would surrender to them, okay? A lot of people started dominating you, started controlling you because you were so surrendering, because you were so loving. And because of this energy where you kept facing challenges, where you kept seeing people be selfish about the things that they want from you, but not giving you a drop back of what you have given, right? It caused for you to become prideful, or it caused you to absorb those energies, or maybe it's some other bad qualities that you absorbed from this person because you kept surrendering to them and you kept losing yourself into this person, and this person had a lot of pride that time when you were losing yourself into them, right? So you could have felt that this person had a lot of pride at that time, but the reason for you trying to blame another person for that specific situation tells me that you know that you are prideful too, that you have picked it up from your own past relationships, and that is the only thing that is being mirrored back to you in this relationship. Okay, so you're just trying to displace certain parts of your relationship in a new relationship, which is not good, okay, which is not right, because you know what makes you happy, right? At the bottom of the deck I see happiness. So you know this person makes you happy, you know that, or this can be this other person, this person knows that, you make them the happiest, but it's just very hard for them to release their control, okay, to surrender, to let go, and to let go of their pride and ego, and be like, just surrender, and tell you that they love you, tell you that they really really care for you, okay. It's very difficult for this person, because this person could be very prideful, could be very they like things the way they like it, and if you say otherwise, it's like my way or the highway, and it's their way or the highway, right? So yeah, this person could have been extremely selfish, or you have dealt with extremely selfish partners every time, and now you're finally realizing that it's time for me to let it go. If this is the pattern that I'm dealing with, I need to let such people go. Okay, you're surrendering to the divine. You're like, okay, I'm finally, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to repeat this cycle anymore. Okay, so let's see. And if you are prideful, and if you had become very bitter due to these relationships, Spirit is saying that you're finally learning to control those bitter feelings, and you're finally learning to surrender and to learn control within your triggers, okay? Then we have adversity upright, okay? And then honesty at the bottom of the deck. Honesty in reverse, interesting. Okay, so with these cards, with adversity here, I'm getting that you could have been dealt a difficult card, my loves. Okay, now this could be you, or this could be another person, where you could have lost a job, you could have lost a person, you could have lost someone from your life, okay? And it could have really, really jolted you to your core. And it is now making you ask questions that you never asked yourself before. Okay, it's making you surrender in the moment, making you let go of the pride, the false pride, basically, the false ego that, doesn't let us move on to change or to evolve, but rather keeps us in a stagnant space because of feeling comfortable, right? So this is you stepping out of your comfort zone and realizing that even in the face of adversity, you're not going to let certain challenges phase you in some way, right? Like if you are at a job, right, you are in your space, in your workspace, basically, right? And there could be this very prideful boss that you have, okay? And you could have asked for a certain raise, and they could have just spoken very harshly towards you, very rudely towards you. This could be racism, within the boss and the employee dynamic. This could be within the co-workers, where there's just a lot of higher ups in the company who just look down upon you, and that's because you are not that higher up in position, but you internally, you want to surrender, and you want to be into something artistic, or you want to do something in the creative industry, or you want to do something different, yet you're stuck in this because of your pride or because of your ego. You're not letting go of the societal expectations of what it is that you need to do for yourself, and you're lying to yourself about it. Okay, so that is one scenario that I'm seeing for you guys, where you are ready to be in a space just because people want you to be there, rather than you even having your heart in it anymore. Okay, and that is one way of becoming heartless, right? Because what are you doing to yourself, and why are you doing this? Who are you trying to please? Are you trying to please other people, right? So that's one part of it. The other part of it is that if you have any insecurities within you, those insecurities can take the front show, where you completely close down yourself and you ghost someone, or someone ghosts you, right? Someone has a lot of pride, or you have a lot of pride and you suddenly just ghost someone because it's hard for you to not control the situation. You're constantly controlling the situation because you are prideful, right? That is you lying to yourself, okay? And spirit will make you surrender until you learn this lesson. Until you learn to surrender, you will keep learning this lesson of dealing with prideful people who try to make you feel like you are not good enough, you're not kind enough, you're not doing enough, whatever it may be. They will make you feel that until and unless you break this pattern, until and unless you try to release your control over the things that you have no control over, and stop lying to yourself about these things. If you have feelings for someone, go and tell them. If someone has feelings for you, if any of you watching this video right now and you are not a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you are other signs and you're dating a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you're cross watching for them, just make sure that you do the deed, okay? I'm serious. Surrender your feelings to the water signs, okay? In case you have just ghosted them suddenly. And water signs, if you have done this to someone out of pride, that's because you don't feel good enough, and that is not an excuse for you to not follow your heart. Because how do you know what the other person wants, what the other person even needs? Because you haven't even talked, like you haven't even spoken to them. You're just like trying to do what here? Like, I don't understand this, okay? So whoever's doing this, stop it, right? Stop doing this and bring this connection into harmony, okay? Because you both want to serve each other, I'm seeing in the cards here. You both want to balance each other out. You both want to serve each other. But at times it just becomes a guilty pleasure for you. Or it's that you don't feel good enough. You feel guilty for having certain balanced relationships in your life. You feel guilty for having success in your life. If these are the things that are blocking you, how will you ever have a good relationship? With others or with yourself, whatever it may be. Right? I'm going to keep all these cards because I see them. I'm going to keep these for you so that you see what I'm talking about. Honesty in reverse, balance, and service, literally, okay? And then guilt at the bottom. You'll see it, okay? So this is what I have for you, my loves. I'm not going to go deeper because I can, but it's already 17 minutes. And it was a great experience letting you guys know what I channeled with these cards. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys enjoyed it. In case you want to book a private reading with me, or donate decks or donate to my channel, please do so. You have all the rights to do so. It's all the details are in the description box below, basically. And I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and peace.